And so we come to week 9 in how to create your character. And where we are in our process, we've spent 3 weeks on why bother creating your character? Well, because you want that unique life, that unique group of individuals around you, and that unique purpose that you're all pursuing together. And now we're into the how-to. How to create your character, how to create your story, which is where we are now, and ultimately this lesson, which will be the next 3 weeks that we get into, and then finally wrapping up with what this is all for. So we come to the ultimate end, the end of your story, where you bring your full creative team and your abilities to bear upon the world for something purposeful. Now, if we look at this honestly, it's about how to end well. We all want to end well, but how to do this is the challenge. And if we look at the end, the ultimate end is really death. Now, death is an uncomfortable topic. We don't like thinking about it. It's tense when we think about being buried underground or the body going back to dirt. That's not really pleasant. So there's another way to approach this. Instead of thinking about your death, what about your character's death? Now, here's something we can get interested and maybe even excited about. There's going to be an ultimate end for your character. And a life spent pursuing a vision, a purpose with meaning, that's something to celebrate. That's something to plan for. Because your character is not infinite and eternal, there will be an end. So you need to plan for that. And how to do this in a way that ends well is well worth our time. So to achieve this, there's 3 things. You must honor the beginning, you must fulfill the beginning, and you must glorify the beginning. Why? Because the end is always based upon the beginning. So let's start with honor the beginning. One of the places we always recognize honor is in a fallen soldier. And this is right. Now, why, though, do we want to honor a fallen soldier? Because the origin, the purpose of a soldier is to fight and, if necessary, die. And a soldier that completes that purpose in giving their life, we feel a necessity to honor that individual. Why? Because they stayed true to their purpose, and that is worthy of honor. So you want to take this seed of honor and plant it into your character. You must stay true to your purpose. There are individuals who will fight you on your purpose. That doesn't make them necessarily evil and you good. It just means that there's opposition to your character, which is what you need for your story. So remember the origin. You've created this character from the seed. You've nurtured it up. Don't forget the origin, the reason, the purpose. You must honor that purpose in the end. The ultimate end must point back to the beginning. So as you learn to honor the beginning with your character and make everything your character thinks, feels, and does based on that beginning, then you start realizing you're fulfilling the beginning. You're not simply honoring the origin, you're fulfilling it. That universe-altering origin that you have, that you created for your character, that you can see and conceptualize how it's going to transform the world, you must remember that. And then, not only remember, you must guide your character in how they live towards the end that's based on that beginning. That is the idea of a deeper life, a rich life that starts from a singular seed and expands out deeper and wider and encompasses all of creation into this expansive, wondrous life for you and the character that you're playing. Because remember, your mind, heart, and body, which are the individuals, the creative engines that are going to play the character you've designed, they want to get to the end, which is the actions, which is taking it out into the world. But you can't forget the mind, you can't forget the why, and the heart creating those emotions that are going to help you get there so you know how to act. So it's this big team that you have inside of yourself, bringing out your ambitious intentions into the world. And that end, that action-oriented end, is always glorious. And that, of course, is the final component. If you honor the beginning and you fulfill the beginning, the ultimate completion of that is in glorifying the beginning. You were created for a reason. You even created your character for a reason. So the ultimate end must reflect back upon that beginning and make it unforgettable. So the end and the beginning are always connected. Remember, it's not a straight line though. The heart's always going to make it weavy and ebbing and flowing and having you bump into all these interesting people and these interesting experiences, which is all essential to your story. But the end must still come, and it must be cataclysmic. Why? So that everybody remembers the beginning. This explosion of creative potential that's not only just you at this point, you have a whole team around you, a whole family around you, a whole business around you, a whole life around you that's going to manifest the fullness of your creative reason for existing. And that explosion at the end of your character's story has to make the beginning unforgettable. So how do you end well? Well, you must honor the beginning, fulfill the beginning, and glorify the beginning. Why? Because the end makes the beginning unforgettable. That's how you create an ultimate end. So that's nice to understand, but we need to make that more tangible. How are we going to do this? Well, in the week 9 project, you want to list your character's 3 abilities in the order that they'll be mastered. You already have the 3 abilities. Now you need to consider, which one do I learn first and second and third? And that third one is very important. It doesn't make it more important than the others, but it's your ultimate ability. So then, once you have them listed in an order when you're going to learn them, you apply them to your drawings. Add the first ability to your origin drawing. This is the first ability you learn. Add your second ability to your present drawing, and then add that final ability, the real powerful ability. Put that into your third picture, the one about your dream. And then finally, you need to explain in words why the last ability is your ultimate. Remember, it doesn't make it better than the other abilities, but it's the ability that's the most difficult and challenging for you. However, when you master it, that's the one that will bring about the ultimate eruption, the ultimate end that you desire, and manifest your dream into the material world. So when you understand how your abilities progress, first ability, second ability, third ability, leading to this ultimate expression of creative power, then we'll be ready to look at the reason, the meaning, the lesson you're going to teach with this ultimate end.